Hello and welcome back to another episode of Underground Man Complains About Random Shit that he's done. So, last episode we decided to go downstairs into our amazing little cave system that's right outside my house and go get materials because we're eventually going to need them regardless because Pixelmon does have a pretty crazy resource drain. From what I have played, and I haven't even explored like every aspect of what you can and can't do in this game. So, but it does cost a lot of materials for what we eventually are hoping to accomplish. Especially if I decide to, well, I'm not going to talk about that until we actually do that. But that means we're going to need a Pokemon that we can surf on, because that is going to be very important to our travels. But I don't see the problem with this is that I don't just want like a surf slave. Like I would prefer that whatever Pokemon I choose for this, even though like there's really no point in going underwater outside of like this one activity that I want to do. I would actually like this Pokemon to be a part of my team just because I don't know, it feels more meaningful, and I like to have meaning when I play things, or like reasons as to why I would have the things that I do, which I got a little bit of feedback, not in the comments but from other people that know me, who watch my stuff and aren't like, I don't know how to put this, but basically I've talked to a couple other people that watch my stuff, and they said they really enjoyed the Pokemon fanfiction thing that I talked about last week, and that makes me glad, because fucking fanfiction gets like pretty bad rap a lot of the time, but I like to think there's a lot of fun to be had in the right hands, especially especially if like the world that you're trying to emulate with your stories. Like I wouldn't make up some sort of fucking fantasy based off of Dragon Ball Z, because I don't know enough about the fucking, like, enough shit on that, or like Marvel. I wouldn't do anything like that. But I've consumed a lot of Pokemon media over the years, watched a lot of the movies, seen the original anime, a lot of the Johto stuff. Did not see, by the time Hoenn and stuff came out, I was much more interested in playing the games rather than watching TV. So, I lived and breathed Pokemon for a while. So, I mean, even if the fanfiction idea is like basically just like a rehash of like the first Pokemon movie, except like slightly different. Oh god, I do like Aeron. I think I'll try and catch one of these. Yeah, I think I'll try and go for this one, because this one is weak enough. It's the only reason why I brought Pokeballs, even though it's like very rare to find Pokemon underground, which it's a little sad because hold on, I want to see this thing's stats. Okay. I'll try catching this one too. Maybe it'll have a better nature. If it has a, nope. Okay. No sturdy, no point. But yeah, fucking Pokemon. I've just know a lot about it. Played a lot of the games, so I understand. And actually, like the more serious story, like concept of like the thing that I was talking about, is sort of based off of my love for Pokemon Black and White, which had a fairly serious story, which I really enjoyed. On top of it having like, I'd say it's probably the hardest like vanilla fucking Pokemon game that you can play, because of the you know, the EXP system and the trainers. I mean, they seem to have brought the EXP system back for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and maybe Sun and Moon. I don't remember a lot of Sun and Moon, honestly. But you know, those games weren't that hard either, especially with the you know, EXP share, which God, that EXP share ruined my experience for fucking Pokemon X and Y. Probably my least favorite gen was just very easy. Sorry, I forgot to start my timer. So, but that's fine because the whole reason I have the timer is just to give me an idea about when I should be wrapping things up. I still want to aim for like 20-minute videos because, you know, I don't know. I feel like 20 minutes is a good enough time where I can accomplish a lot of the things that I want to, while also not being overly long. I think the 30-minute videos that I have posted are too long, and I try to stay away from those. But you know, I don't have a good way to like keep track of that sort of stuff until now. I mean, I could have done the timer before. Usually I would just look at my Audacity recording to see how long that's been going on, but usually I would just forget that that's going on. God damn. I actually do need to get down here because I want I need some water to, well, I need some water in real life too. I just realized I'm kind of thirsty, but I'll do that next episode because my water is like across the room. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make that. Okay, now I will. And if yeah, I could probably survive that drop, honestly, but I might as well just do. Come on, might as well just do this and then. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, Pokemon X and Y, not my favorite gen at all. That's definitely the weakest generation in my eyes. I don't know. It's just, it was so easy. I don't know. It was easy, and I didn't like the starters very much. I was really disappointed in the Fennekin line. I really wanted, like, I was kind of hoping for like another sort of Ninetales-esque kind of Pokemon, or something that wasn't going to turn into like furry bait. I mean, that fucking second form, goddamn. I've been on the internet, man. Shit's fucking weird. Don't go looking for it, please. But yeah, it's just not you know, it's just not the best in the world in terms of just like everything that Pokemon's supposed to be like. Which, I mean, I've talked to Jeremy about why it is that way, and it's probably because they had to craft over like 700 fucking 3D models, and like that's understandable. Like, I get it. Like, I don't hate the game. I just think it's really easy, and I wouldn't recommend it past a first playthrough. Um, because I think every Pokemon game has something to offer. I just don't think all of them are, you know, great. Not all of them are great. Is it? Um, but yeah, I don't know, Pokemon's fun. Like, I've had a lot of like questions over the year from people like that I've sort of grown up with. As like, why do you even still play Pokemon? What the fuck? You're like, you know, you're 16 now. Why are you still playing it? Like, while they're getting into like sports and shit, and I'm just like, but it's still fun though. And they're like, oh, but it's a kid's game. It's like, and your point, it's still good. Like, it's still like it's a very complex system. Like, there's still a ton of shit that you can do. Like, yeah, it's designed for kids, but you know, why is there Jigglypuff down here? Why is it like as small as my nipple? What the fuck is this? I want to kill it. Oh, there's Shuckle down here too. Fuck yeah. All right, kick this thing's ass. Yeah, good shit. I can't take any of that. Oh, or can I? I completely forgot. Hold on a second. Kill this fool. Okay, well, that's not. Okay, there we go. Damn. Okay, so, I mean, it can say that I can't take those. But in reality, I can, because I forgot that I have a shulker box, and this is the whole reason I wanted to bring one with me, is in case, my inventory got full of shit. And, yeah, I'll do that. I'll take these two, because healing items are hard to come by outside of, drops from Pokemon. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I keep a shulker box with me when I go mining. That way I can really just maximize how many things I get. We could really just spend like 3 episodes down here, I guarantee it. I have the patience, and I do enjoy doing mining stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Just fucking Gen 5 was like, I didn't like the starters there a ton either. Like, they've grown on me more, except for Tepig. Tepig is a piece of shit. And so I usually go with Snivy. Mostly, I mean, I kind of don't like, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really like going with Snivy, because that makes it so I can't take Lilligant, because Lilligant's really cool. I don't know, it's so weird, because the starters are, like, a lot weaker than the other starters, and then, like, a lot of the early Pokemon that you find, like, I'd say, like, most of the Pokemon that you find up until, like, when you're on your way to the 4th gym, are, like, not very good, with, like, a couple of exceptions in there. Like, once you hit the desert area, like, then you start finding, like, good Pokemon, but, like, the base stats of those earlier Pokemon, like, no surprise, are bad, but, like, you would be surprised at, like, how bad they are in comparison to, like, other Pokemon. It was so weird, because it made you feel so weak. Yeah, it was just weird. It was really weird. But it was really exciting the first time I played through it, because it's like, holy shit, I'm not gonna be able to steamroll my way through this game. I actually have to, like, put up a decent fight. To get where I'm going, and then Pokemon Blaze Black. God, that is Blaze Black and Volt White. Like, I swear, if you're looking for a challenge and, like, interesting tweaks to Pokemon that play that hack. It's so good. It's so much fun. Oh god, they've made so many great changes that make, like, bad Pokemon, like, really good. Like, for example, I was going to do, like, me and Jamie do these challenges with the Pokemon games where we build teams and then go through the Pokemon world, and you're like a Pokemon game, and then after every gym we battle. And so, I think it's like first one to five victories wins, but we'll still battle anyways. And we were gonna do that in Blaze Black, and I don't know, something happened, and we weren't quite able to do it. I think it was because I was on wireless connection, and we couldn't do it if I was on a wired connection, because we had to do it on emulator. So I ended up spilling the beans on my team. So, and one of them was was Primeape, which got, like, it got a speed and an attack buff, and the ability it's either, I think it was Defiant. Yeah, I think it was Defiant, because I was gonna just fucking wreck his shit with that thing, because it was gonna be like a lead, so, like, it couldn't be intimidated, it couldn't, like, have any of its other stats lowered without turning it into a fucking sweeping machine. I mean, 115 speed is pretty good. And I was gonna hunt one down that had like a, you know, speed boosting nature and stuff like that. Um, but I also like always craft my teams to be super fucking like competitive because I don't like losing. I can't help it. Like I really just I can't help it. I've tried playing Skyrim. You know, I played Skyrim a ton of times. Generally, somehow, always end up with a similar character. It's usually sneak based with a bow and some secondary weapon that can literally be anything. Um, because just sneaking is so good. So I like, and I want to like have a good old time destroying people. So I just sort of gravitate towards you know, fucking doing that because it's really easy to do. It's a lot of fun for me. And I mean sometimes like my want to like win will go to crazy levels. Um I've like or like I guess like my want to fucking destroy like the enemy goes to crazy levels sometimes because I'll like why did I just do that? I don't know. I'm gonna need sticks eventually anyways. But you know, go to crazy levels. Like in Skyrim I downloaded Zoeldo as a mod and it scaled with your level and I played that character for up to like level 60 and I was able to stop time for like a good minute at that point. And my brother was watching me play at some point, and he was just watching me just decimate people and stop time. And he's like, "How is this fun? You're just like smacking, you know, models with like not moving things with your sword." And it's like, yeah, but they dead though, and that's sort of like the internal logic of like how I kind of just conduct myself in games. It's like I'll do whatever, pretty much anything to win outside of like, you know, cheating. But um like I don't know, back to like TF2, like people like as I've been like doing research on how to play sniper, I've heard like a lot of different opinions on second scoping, and my consensus is second scoping is a good strategy and I should do it. And if people are salty, I should just tell them, but yeah, you dead though, right? And that's my job. Like fucking why you know, well, why should anybody be salty about like me doing my job? Like if you're getting killed by second scoping or whatever, like I don't know, find a way to play around it instead rather than like being like, wow, you're a pussy or whatever. It's like the same thing when like people complain about body shots. It's like, yeah, but you're dead, right? You yeah, I killed you though, and that's what's important here. Like you can complain about it, and I'll complain about it because I was definitely not aiming for that, but I'm not exactly really good at this. But you're dead though, and that's sort of the ultimate goal here. So I'm not seeing where the huge issue is. But then again, just like first person shooter fucking players just get like pissy over pretty much anything, it seems. I mean, I've been there, done that, so but it's just like I don't know, it's just it gets to these like ridiculous levels where if like you kill them in any way that they deem bullshit, it's like a fucking I don't know, tragedy or I don't know, like I don't know, you become like Hitler in their eyes or something. Like you just become like the worst fucking scum on earth and it's like holy shit, my dude, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Your life will go on. It's a game. And you know, you might be saying, "Yeah, I don't know why you didn't tell yourself that when you fucking pushed your mic." And believe me, I wish it was that simple in the moment, and you'd also say the same thing for other people and like I get it, but I also like usually when I have those sort of like salty ass thoughts in my head, I will only voice them to myself because I know that they're ridiculous and nobody would fucking, you know, who's gonna fucking take you seriously? And everybody's just gonna laugh at you. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna complain. I'm just gonna keep it inside because, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna keep playing, and that's all right. It's all right. You know, it's all right to be a little salty. You know, people make fun of me for getting really salty sometimes, and I can't really help it. I can't. That's like a mentality that I've just always had. I get upset when misfortune, you know, hits me. I don't know why a League of Legends character is real all of a sudden, but she's hitting me. But no, like I don't see anything particularly wrong with like getting salty, so long as you're like, I don't know, in control enough to like not be an ass to other people and stuff like that. But you know, everything's relative. People have their own way of dealing with things, and I don't know. Like you can be salty without like being an asshole. You just like gotta keep it. You gotta internalize the salt and just. I mean, if you're gonna like, just don't say anything. It's not that hard. It's like you just don't press the button that makes it so people can either A, hear you, or B, where you can fucking type shit. I mean, if you get really salty, just fucking like just fucking play out the rest of the round while raging your ass off to yourself, and then at the end of the game, you just fucking type GG, regardless if you win or lose, and then you leave the fucking server. And then that's usually how I do. I don't, like, even when I'm being harassed by a ton of spies, I tend not to, I try not to, like, rage quit out of servers, because, I mean, in my head, I can see a lot of reasons why I should, because I'm not the best player on the team, and I'm not a good sniper, so I would just be opening up a slot for a potentially better player, but at the same time, it's like, I also committed to this, and, you know, I might be part of the reason why, you know, we're not doing so great, or, you know, I got us into this situation, I might as well see it out to the end, like, I'm not just gonna abandon the match because it's like, I don't know, it's not like fucking Call of Duty or some shit, because I remember back in the day when I played a lot of that, you know, fucking get killed 3 times in a row out of spawn, it's like, fuck it, new server, let's go. But yeah, it's not like that. I mean, it can be like that, you know, TF2 is big enough for it to be like that, but, you know, I would rather not do that, because I don't know. I don't know. TF2 is a different game. I get the idea in my head that you know, that's not something I should do. I shouldn't be just quitting out because I feel like it. But we are gonna close out the episode here. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and that is a thing up there. I don't know how I missed that. And then next episode we're gonna go up there and see what's in there. Don't worry. The spawners in there seem to just be nothing. They're nothing spawners. It's weird because the spider spawners still work for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe they don't expect you to go that deep when you do stuff. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and the rest of your week is of a similar fashion. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you all later.